What is up, homies? Welcome back to another reaction series from Heroes Reforged. It's a great time to be alive. We're back, baby, with Daredevil Born Again Season 2. I just found this out because I've been watching some interviews here and there with Charlie Cox. They're already filming Season 3. We're eating good, baby. We're eating good.
Oh my god.
Dang, homie.
If you guys want to watch along, we've got the uncut reactions for Season 1 and Season 2 will be on Patreon. You should definitely watch those. Watch all the episodes along with us. It's a fun time. There's also other great Marvel stuff on there, like Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which we will get around to putting those on YouTube. But if you want to watch them now, Patreon is the place to get them all early. So I'm really excited about, especially this season, because we talked about last season how there's a little bit of an overhaul in the middle of the season, and this is just like right out the gate, one consistent tone, one consistent narrative, just one consistent team making it all. So I really cannot wait to jump into this first episode and see what lies ahead. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you, New York.
Oh, man.
It's humbling to be sitting here, speaking to you as mayor of the city.
There you go. Previously.
So sad, dude. So sad, dude.
Poindexter wanted to meet me.
Who do you think? Him?
Oh, this is the whole season. This is a recap of the entire season.
Yeah, that's right. He took a bullet for him.
Took a bullet.
Love this man.
BB. Is that short for something?
I was named for my uncle.
Yeah,
Ben York.
that's right. Who you murdered, Wilson.
Dr. Glenn, allow me to introduce Mayor and Mrs. Fisk.
I would like for you to be my administration's commissioner of mental health.
Yo, this was crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
dude.
homeboy. Yeah.
Is that a threat?
No, of course not. It's merely a warning.
Elected this guy.
Oh.
I'm gonna take this city back, Karen.
There it is.
Where do we start?
The BB report.
Born Again.
Did Mayor Fisk fix it?
Yeah, New York is back and better than ever. This also is a slight passage of time. I forget exactly how many months it is.
Okay.
I hope not too long, because I don't know exactly when, but during the same year, the movie Thunderbolts takes place.
Oh,
my gosh.
okay.
We're starting off with the putazos right away.
Yeah, seriously.
That's right.
Damn, dude. The chain left shaking.
Red hallway?
Oh my god.
It's
Oh my
on,
God.
baby.
Oh,
Hey, okay.
I like that. Oh, the double
Oh,
D.
hell
There
yeah.
it is.
Looking good and perky, baby. Oh my god.
Yes. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Chinga su
Okay, it's
madre.
one of those seasons.
It's one of them bad boys.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Yeah, a little
He had a
bit.
hell of a summer. Pinche Daredevil. El Diablo.
Diablo.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Uh,
Well, he knows.
He's got that sniffer on him. He can smell the
Can't no
drogas.
Hollywood wall hold this guy back.
Damn, dude, I'm gonna need that action figure ASAP.
ooh.
That suit is clean.
Oh, was he gonna flood it?
Is this
Ooh,
Russian?
they're
What are we listening
scaled.
to?
I don't know. I don't recognize this
Is
language.
it Czech? Adam, it's not Czech, right?
Absolutely not.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah,
shit.
here we
Oh,
go.
dude, the
Daredevil
widescreen.
vision.
Oh, dude, the widescreen.
Whoa.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Are we watching IMAX right now? Is this IMAX?
Wow, that was wild.
Love it.
Is this Dolby Real D 3D? What am I watching?
Oh yeah, he is flooding it. Or
Oh, they're just sinking
Sinking it.
the whole goddamn ship.
Damn, dude.
Jeez. He said, engage Operation Titanic.
Oh Yo,
Oh. all right.
I forgot
spit
what the
out.
precedent
Mateo.
is if
Mateo,
Daredevil
what's
is
going on?
better or worse underwater. I forgot. I feel like he's much worse because it's like sound is different. That was a pretty good opening, dude. I like that.
Here we go. Newton Brothers, let him cook.
Yo, what?
Oh,
I love
Karen's
a
just
good
doing some training.
dummy, dude.
Okay.
I love a good kung fu training dummy, dude. I love them.
Damn, Karen.
Ooh, okay, Karen.
Northern Stars all over the news.
I think we hit him hard. Yeah, I just can't help but wonder what is all that firepower for?
You know, I could find out.
Yeah. Give her a call.
Jessica Jones.
Huh?
The weapons, all of it, is still on board, just outside the port.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I can help with that.
Kind of counting on it, Miss Page.
Are they together? They're together.
Ooh, a little flirty flirt.
Karen.
Ooh.
Oh, Karen.
A little schmackety schmack there.
General?
A little.
And I guess tonight was a pretty good night.
Could get better.
It's not the only kung fu training they're doing.
Oh, baby.
She wants to get a handful of them double D's. You know what I'm saying?
Harbor Control confirms that the wreck is blocking the entrance to the port. Nothing is landing until the Northern Star's cleared.
Uh-oh. He's not gonna like this.
Yeah, dude, I love how massive they make Vincent D'Onofrio look.
That was a pretty bad protocol there, Kingpin.
This is a terrorist attack,
Of course.
orchestrated and executed by the vigilante of Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, here we go.
Think I can get that out there?
Powell,
Oh, I forgot
I
about
want
this
you to
kid.
organize the salvage operation.
Copy that. I'll have a crew for you by morning.
Damn, dude, they're like off the grid.
Who knew what was in that ship besides you and I?
Only the captain and the first mate, so...
Find them.
Oh, they're dead. Those two are dead.
If they survived, they're dead.
No vodka in their future.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I'm watching.
Shaggy, Norville, Rogers.
I would say cluster is a pretty apt description.
Like Zoinks cluster Scoob.
No, it's fine. I'll go up there myself. I need the miles.
That's I'm making a joke, but that's also pretty ominous. And already I'm kind of scared of this guy. Oh, you're gonna? Yeah, I don't know what this guy's deal is.
Right.
He's in Washington
burner
D.C.
Oh, God.
He's using the free port to line his and his cronies' pockets. Show the city, show Albany who he is, and he will be held accountable.
She's like, I'm doubtful.
I don't know about that, buddy.
He is a lawyer after all,
Justice pulled the ship's manifest.
but he's a vigilante lawyer, so I don't know.
Should get who he's smuggling guns from.
No. But for now, we have the captain
What?
and the first mate. Both Cypriot nationals and both have family in Astoria.
Astoria, Cypriot
Oh.
nationals.
From Cyprus?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
She's got her little alias wigs that she puts on. That's great.
Your Safer Streets initiative equates vigilantes with terrorists?
Posing mandatory life sentences on anyone.
That's wild.
Please tell the governor that the culprit...
Hi, sorry I'm late. Do you know they have a Euro King in Manhattan?
God.
If you're even supposed to be here.
Oh, he's about to show why
I
he's
am
in
definitely supposed to be here, Sheila.
Ooh.
Oh, we're on a first name basis now?
Everyone.
And Mr.
Charles. Mr. Charles.
First name, last name?
I don't know what you or the agency thinks that you're doing here, but it's.
Well, I don't know what a lieutenant governor actually is, so I guess we're even, aren't we?
Oh, boy.
What a dick.
You are definitely going to want to answer that phone call.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, dude, Matthew, Mr. Charles here's got some BDE.
I totally understand. Yes, Mr. Fontaine.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh.
As I was saying, Mr. Fisk, my office will totally support you and
Valentina.
Dang.
Valentina.
Safer Streets. Hell, all of it.
See, I feel like this has to
Won't be
be
a problem.
before Thunderbolts, right? Because Valentina ends up basically funding her own Avengers.
We
Cherry
leave
on
the
top.
timeline
It's like,
shit up
okay.
to you, Hector. Look at her. Sneaky peeky. Sneaking a page or two, huh?
Nice.
Uh-oh. She's got a secret tunnel behind the Doritos.
This
behind the
macaroni and
Takis.
cheese is expired, but
Yeah.
I'll take these files.
This evaluation is for your legal team at Murdoch and McDuffie, as well as the district attorney.
Oh, please, Dr. Glenn Impartial?
In the case of adults dressing up in costume and fighting with the police, it seems the psychological evaluation is in
Hostile.
order.
Delusional. Jesus.
Illusion?
Writing shit.
Okay. This is a waste of both our time.
I know the law, Dr. Glenn.
Oh, see, she's all messed up, dude. She's messed up.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
needs a
yeah.
therapist.
She hates. She's looping in like vigilantes, even if they're heroic, with Muse, and she's messed up about it.
True or false? I like mechanics magazines.
False.
It's terrible.
Look, half of these pickups are task force. And these people just tend to disappear, Kirsten.
Anything?
No, nothing, nada.
She's asking about Daredevil, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna be fine. My partner, my friend, goes missing after.
Shit.
Yeah, because isn't Matt technically like...
Detective Chair.
Wasn't he technically
I'll honor the badge in whatever
certified
form it
dead or
comes.
whatever?
Could I speak with Miss
think
McDuffie
so.
privately?
Maybe.
Maybe he's just missing.
Not
Red
available.
Kitchen.
Yeah, I was just on my way out. You good?
Oh,
Yeah.
he knows Matt's alive.
Yep.
You were one of my best, and I want to save you from an avalanche of career-ending embarrassment.
My defenses are rock solid, and I have the evidence to prove it.
You think the evidence matters?
It's a court of public opinion.
Kirsten, come back to the DA's office. I'll match whatever lie you tell me you're making here.
Respectfully say.
Atta girl.
Hell yeah.
That's
Nice.
right, baby.
And I really prefer Counselor McDuffie.
I'll see you in court, Counselor McDuffie.
What a dick, dude.
I love the sass.
This is doing what a good superhero story should do.
Feeling you were behind this.
It's loaded with military weapons, heavy-duty ordnance.
Ooh.
You sank his shipment, for Christ's sake. I mean, here's a guy that would kill for just someone's rude to his wife. And this?
Fisk will destroy the whole city.
You know I'm retired, right?
We all remember that from season 1.
How is she?
He's worried about you. Would it kill you to reach out to her?
I can't put her at risk.
And me? You're old. You.
Captain and the first mate flooded the boat and took off, which means they're co-conspirators in the gun running. Kilio Kiriakou and Christofi Sava. You need me to spell those names?
Yes, please.
From the fucking door! What are you looking at? Move away!
Jesus.
These guys suck, dude.
I'm looking for either of these two men. This is supposed to be one of their spots.
My English.
Yes or no?
No me menos fascistas.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
Oh my
that's
God.
wrong. That's wrong, baby. That's wrong.
Remember, he was the one that killed White Tiger,
Oh,
dude.
no.
Hector Ayala.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, yeah. Yep. One of
he's about
those.
to be-
Oh, yeah.
Was that it? Was that the death?
Probably.
Oh, yeah. Hack him up.
Yep.
I can't wait for that guy to
Those
get
things are
killed.
heavy, dude. Yeah, that dude's gonna get it.
It's your favorite
Whoa,
mayor,
what's this?
Wilson. I made so much money off that secret port for my rich and criminal friends. Uh-oh, looks like I
Oh my
spoke
God.
too soon. Someone caught me, spoiled again by that dastardly do-gooder.
DD, dastardly do-gooder.
Just don't you dare try to dig into what I'm really doing. That's all for now. And remember, I love you, New York.
That's awesome.
What?
That's what's up.
Who made that? Who is that?
Whoa.
Oh, I hate this guy, dude.
I'm chill.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
That homie's a where's my hug at kind of guy.
I am deputy mayor now, Mr. York.
Even on that salary, you can afford this?
No, it's perfect. Mayor Fisk owns the building, so...
This is some bullshit.
Too real.
He's not gonna be the one that gets hurt.
No, I know.
No, you don't.
You killed it with New York's back and better than ever. Everyone was stoked.
Yeah, thanks.
I need her to do some real journalism. I fear for her life, but like, come on, man. You're a Uric.
She has not built the spine yet, Hector, but she will. By the end of the season, she will.
Fisk's task force do this?
It's none of your concern.
Yeah, it is. I have a feeling you run a little side hustle getting people out of New York. That's why he came to you, isn't it? Kilio?
Got a little Harriet Tubman situation happening here?
I think so.
Achilleo was supposed to go to Toronto tonight. He's
Achilleo.
gonna plane to Nicosia, but...
That sounds much better.
You just point me in the right direction. I'll find him.
Trash bins in the back.
What about Christofi?
If they got him too, no one can help him. Not even the lawyer from Hell's Kitchen.
What about the devil?
I can assure you, if they're being held anywhere with a hallway, they're freed. They're as good as free.
They're done.
The devil came. I sang the sheep he was supposed to sing.
By devil, you mean Daredevil.
Yes, Daredevil.
I love the way guys with New York accents say superhero names.
Chinga su madre.
Do you ever think maybe you enjoy your work a bit too much?
Translation, do you know how big of a piece of shit you are?
Smashing someone's face in can make them reluctant to comply. Next time, maybe put the kettle on, yeah? Get them talking over a nice cup of tea.
What a dick.
I did what I was told. I just want to go home.
Of course you do.
It's all part of the good cop, bad cop routine, kid.
You dead,
Don't
bro.
talk. Don't talk.
I think that can be arranged.
Oof. Well, nice knowing you.
Yeah, dude, sorry. I knew it. I knew his forehead was going to explode.
I was really hoping that Daredevil would bust in and kick ass, but
Do we speak freely in front of the missus, or I mean, everyone has their own protocols?
She's privy to all my business dealings, and I hers.
She knows all the secrets.
And I don't appreciate you grandstanding in my office.
Well, that's funny. I would have called that divine intervention.
oh, Fisk hates this guy. I think this guy's gonna be dead by the end of this season.
My task force is organizing a salvage team.
No.
Excuse you?
Kind of like this character.
Come again? Oh, I love this
My
character.
job is logistics. The corpses, that's easy. You just got to make sure they sink to the bottom of the river and they stay there.
Bottom of the river and they stay there.
My men, they're effective. They're very loyal.
So you have no problem killing them after they've unloaded the boat.
Damn.
Good men are hard to come by.
I could put together a little night crew, easy enough to make them disappear in an industrial accident.
God damn.
And nothing gets traced back to us.
No, nothing. That circle is complete.
Damn.
Never forget, baby, we are manipulators.
Is this some, like, sisterhood here, end at the lesson type shit?
More like an I don't want you to die type of shit.
Yeah.
For real, dude.
You guys were close, right?
Yeah, he's a big part of why I'm here with you right now.
Because Fisk killed her.
Yep. And Karen went from sort of a victim to a reporter in that first season because of Ben Urich.
I have a lot of guilt about that. I'm pretty sure Ben died to save me.
That sucks.
I'm often the smartest person in the room.
False.
True.
Oh no.
In that case, you know what? I believe the swordsman.
Contemporaneous notes are fantastic. His hostility, his hatred of authority, all great.
Oh my God. Was these horse shit?
They might have a much easier time sending him back into a deep hole.
Massive
Lie.
PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Dang.
Yeah, I would also have that.
Of course, it's possible I entered the data wrong.
That is great.
Jesus.
And one of these days, we should have a drink. Don't you
What a
think?
piece of shit, this guy, dude. Hochberg? It's gonna make me hock a loogie. I hate this guy.
Oh, brother.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah, I love this shit, dude. I don't know why, that shit just pumps me up.
This restaurateur in Astoria.
Hell of a
She's
way
trying
to
get
flirt.
Killian back to Cyprus.
Hey.
Sorry, I missed a
You
cue
know, there's
for,
gonna be a fight
another
this
bad
season
guy.
where she's gonna f shit up.
All over the place.
Yeah, all over the place.
Do I miss it?
Being Matt Murdock, Nelson Murdock, and Paige.
Aw.
Yeah, I miss those
don't do
days
this
too.
to me. Don't do this to me.
I miss those days too.
Just try to focus on moving forward. Yeah, I guess sometimes I do. Yeah.
But everything's good?
Sad.
So happy to have you back.
I'd be that sad too if I was hanging out with one half of the Bash brothers and they got killed. Brother, it's the worst.
Το έκανα. Δεν θέλει να σε ευχαριστήσει προσωπικά.
Oh, God, no.
Χριστόφι Σάβας.
Oh, Christophe.
Είπαν ότι μπορείς να με
Yeah, yeah,
βοηθήσεις.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Putting herself at risk.
Uh-oh. Jerry. Oh, task force? Come on.
No.
What do you want? Unless you got a warrant. The door stays closed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Are they gonna kill him? Oh God!
Of course they're gonna go in. Nothing like an eye patch to make a dude feel even more evil.
Well, you and a bunch of
loser
eye
cops looking
for a couple of Greek sailors.
Well, which loser cops are we talking about?
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Yeah, you hit like a kid.
All right.
Jesus.
Yeah, boy.
Hell yeah.
Medi.
All right. Uh-oh.
Here they come. All of them.
Uh-oh.
No, Cherry.
Oh,
All these guys are
just had a
screwed.
heart attack. Maybe an anxiety attack, not a heart attack.
Yes. 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 Oh, that was amazing. Oh, God, it's so good.
Damn.
God damn.
I love that retractable billy club.
I missed
dude.
this.
Oh,
Oh no, what's going
Oh,
on?
no, no, no,
That's a
no.
heart
He's having a heart
Oh,
attack.
he's listening.
Matt.
Oh man.
Focus up.
Matthew, come on, Matthew. Oh,
Get
no.
these guys out of here and get Cherry to the hospital. No.
Nope, he's out. He went night-night.
No,
unfortunately.
no, that's not what I
Why'd you have
wanted
to
to
use
use
it on him?
He went night-night. He went night-night. Sorry, guys. Look. Again. 2 times. 3 times.
Oh, God.
Oh, snap. Oh, there you go.
No shit. No shit.
Matt Murdock.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's got to be Punisher. That's got to be Punisher.
Oh, my God. What if it's Bullseye? What
Maybe
what
either
a
one.
twist. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Oh,
That's
it
Punisher.
was.
Of course that's Punisher.
Holy shit.
Bullseye. Holy shit, that was Bullseye.
Whoa.
Bullseye.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Now we got a
wild,
show. Now we got a
That's
show.
wild, dude.
Okay.
Yo. What is the
I thought
game
they were
here?
friends.
Bro, they are not. They are
Yeah.
not friends. But Bullseye,
Not at all.
Lester is
I thought they didn't really
insane.
like each
He's
other.
insane. Whew.
So,
I
how
thought
do
they
we
were on
feel?
speaking terms.
It
It wasn't
was
as like
great.
as punchy as I remember other intros being. I remember maybe some of the first episodes being like, I don't want to even call them hyper violent, but like the choreography was on point. Not to say that this final fight wasn't, but it's not what I'm used to in openings for Daredevil, but it's still I'm still in 100% invested. I feel like the show maybe has grown past, I don't want to say the spectacle, because that's part of what made the show so special. Like the oneers, the hallway shots of like the badass choreography and the fighting and all of that, which makes up a lot of what Daredevil is and, you know, why he's so special. And he's a guy with special needs and he overcomes it that way. And it's cool. I didn't get that in this first episode, but I think the drama, the realism that's hitting a little too close to home has got me invested because stuff is feeling pretty real in this episode.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a great commentary though. I think it's making really great commentary, and I feel like this season is going to head in a really interesting direction because of it.
Well, I think that that first season of the show had a interesting, I don't know, it had a lot of, I don't want to say baggage, but there was a lot of anticipation and expectation behind it.
Yeah.
So I felt like in that first premiere episode of season 1 of Born Again, they had to really kind of do everything and anything they could to convince people that this was going to be a worthy successor to the Netflix series.
Yeah.
So that's why you had that show basically open with that insane oneer in the midst of like Foggy's murder with Bullseye, then him knocking him off the building. Like it had to be really, really, really intense. I don't need the second season to kind of rehash that same thing necessarily. I think I'm good with it kind of going with the more dramatic route and Daredevil being a little bit more subtle in his actions, mostly because like they are being hunted by Fisk and the task force. So they have to be really underground, undercover as much as they can and not draw a lot of attention to themselves, which makes it, I think this first episode does a really good job of translating that of like, Daredevil only pops up when he absolutely needs to pop up.
Right.
And it's very hidden. It's very undercover. You know, Fisk is using it as propaganda to try to convince, you know, the general public that vigilantes are bad. I'm the good guy. I'm the one trying to save New York. Even though we obviously know that, like, that's all a front. So I like that. I like that approach. And yeah, it's definitely more drama focused. And it's really focusing on, like, the corruption with Mayor Fisk, everything that he's doing, which, yes, that very much hits home. But it's doing it in a great balancing way between, like, making sure that it is reflective of some form of, like, our reality, but also still keeping it in the lane of being like a comic book exaggerated adaptation / story that I love. And I just love Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio so much, and not a lot of screen time with Vincent D'Onofrio. It's not like he has anything to prove. Everything that he's been in for the last 10 years as his character, or 12 years, 10 years, or roughly as his character, is so good. And this is so far, just from the one episode, you feel like a little bit more of like a cohesive vision in some ways. And I think it really helped having Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio be executive producers and knowing the characters as well as they do, to come in and say, like, I think we need to retool this a little bit. I think it's getting a little bit away from, you know, how we feel about the characters and what we love about the characters, and you know, make some readjustments. But I still feel like it's carrying the story that was set up in the first half of the first season, plus what they do with it later on. And then, you know, like, they're really following through with all the threads, and it still feels very natural. And I love the progression of it, and to see how things have escalated in the months since the season 1 finale is great. So I really like the episode. Yeah.
I think it's a very strong opening episode. If it's like too early to judge fully, I always think back to the first 2 episodes of the first season of the Netflix series, which, like, had a little mini arc. And the first 2 episodes ended with Matt going to save a kid that was kidnapped. And that's where the original putazos in that hallway began. And it's, like, still such an incredible sequence. And even comparing to, I guess, the sort of the heyday of this character, I think that the choreography has improved a bunch. I think that the choreography is even more acrobatic and comic booky, and I love the way they're using the retractable billy club. That little pop, it feels so comic booky, because it's like the Netflix show didn't quite have the budget to do that kind of comic booky stuff. I really like the way Daredevil was depicted in his movement, like CG included in, like, She-Hulk, because I was like, this is how he moves in the comics. We're getting kind of closer to that. And I think this show is a great blending of the two, where it's that, like, very gritty and grounded fight, punch. You feel every punch, and yet he's flipping around like a ballerina using his billy club, and it's super fun and it's really great. And I think that the story, to your point, Adam, about the you know, these 2 powerhouse actors have kind of become the 2 co-leads of the show. You could argue they even were back in the original Netflix series, but I do feel like D'Onofrio made such an impression that even when Kingpin sort of went away for season 2, that even then they were like, we got to bring him back in a bigger capacity in season 3. Like, he did become 50% of the show. And I think that the people making this show now recognize that. So it is, I mean, hell, dude, in this opening episode, we learned that Born Again could refer to New York Born Again, the rise of Mayor Fisk. Like, it's as much Fisk's show as it is Matt's. And then what I really like about this, I think my biggest takeaway is, I just really like the changing of the status quo right now. I need these characters to go through it. I need them both to kind of reach the high highs and the low lows, because if Wilson Fisk is the mayor, it's very different than what Wilson Fisk was in the Netflix 3 seasons. And if Matt Murdock is presumed dead and he has to be underground because he's being hunted by Fisk,
not no more.
Exactly. And I don't want, I know that when Born Again came out, people were sort of like, wow, you had the Marvel, you had the chance to just hire back Nelson Murdock and Page and just do that show. And I'm like, I understand the need for us as fans to get that, but I do feel like they already did that in the previous iteration of the show. And as much as I love those characters and would love to see, you know, I think what I would prefer is for the story to evolve and progress. Because to me, the constant's always going to be Daredevil, the superhero vigilante character Daredevil. Matt's always going to put on the suit. There'll always be a Daredevil. But now that the suit's black, he got them double Ds. He's got the interlocked Ds. It feels like it's like, oh, he's being a little darker. It's been a little more edgy, you know. Like when Spider-Man put on the black costume and he's like, this is my emo era. Like, this is what this feels like. Because I also know that to do this, I mean, we just saw this in Invincible, dude. When he puts the blue and yellows back on, we felt something. Because I think at the end of this season, Matt Murdock will sort of end up on top in a way, and like he'll put on some variation of a red suit again. But where will Matt be in his life? Will he and Karen still be together? Will they have a law practice? Will he be working with McDuffie? And like what's that? Like where will Matt be? Will Matt run for mayor? Whatever that stuff's going to be. I want the character and all of the Marvel characters to keep changing and evolving and to not stay static. And if we as fans miss some era of theirs, go back and rewatch that. Go back and watch that movie. Go back and watch that TV show. And I would much prefer this sort of like bold, like, well, this is where they're at right now. And I also could not help but really feel like it was a great excuse to start bringing in these other characters that we really want to see. I mean, Jessica Jones was being called in this episode. That was her. And I was thinking about it too with Jacques Duquesne being the sort of vigilante example in this episode. I think the character is very fun, but I was thinking like, man, would this hit differently if it was like Luke Cage or Danny Rand or Colleen Wing or Misty Knight in that role? And we'd be like, no, Misty, get her out of there. Or no, Luke, he shouldn't be in there. But I understand that like you want to space it out and you want to wait for each of those characters. If they are coming back into the fold, they do deserve a bit of an introduction. And I'm sure Jessica's going to get one. And if they're already working on season 3, I really hope then that's the season that's like in the trailers, we're going to see fucking Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Colleen Wing, Misty Knight, Frank is coming back, Frank Castle. Like, they're going to be like,
why not?
We got to call our buddy Mark Spector. He's gonna fly in from London. Like we're gonna call our homie Moon Knight. Like just any kind of excuse to do the big street level version.
Doctor
of the
Strange
Avengers,
is living around here somewhere too. So
that's what I'm
why
talking
not call that
about,
guy,
dude? Now you're speaking my language, Augustine. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what exactly the fuck I'm talking about. That's what I want to see. But good first episode, very solid. I want to see episode 2 and see if that's like maybe a little episode mini arc, and maybe if it has a bit more of a punch. But I think the choreo is great. But this one felt a bit more, setting up the pieces on the chessboard.
This was world building. And this was world building. We're setting up the plot. Like it's and like I said, that's no knock to the show. Obviously, this show is going to be very involved. It's probably going to be complex. There's going to be a lot of moving parts to this, and it's not all about the fights anymore, which is I think what they're trying to say. Like the fights are still going to be there. They're still going to be badass. It's not all about the fights this season. So we'll see. Who knows? And we got that little twist. We got Bullseye saving Double D's life. So,
what the hell, dude?
Crazy. But guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know what you thought about this first episode. And do you think Bullseye and Double D will team up? That would be very interesting. Check out everything else we're watching. Watch the uncut reactions on Patreon, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.